Hi, loves. This is channeling. And on today's episode, I want to talk about Kimberly J. Brown. Okay? On the set of Halloweentown, because I know that she was replaced in the fourth movie, the less good movie. And I want to know why. Why was she replaced? Just kind of see try and pull on anything that comes up, but just what was it like on set, and specifically Kimberly J. Brown. So I got my Wizard of Oz tarot because it's otherworldly, so it's also like kid centric, so I think it will really come out. The truth will come out with this deck. Kind of same vibes. Going to another world. And this Wizard of Oz tarot, this is so good for child work, spiritual, like going into your inner child. It's great for that. It's a great deck in general. I would recommend mass market deck. I hate mass market decks. There is so little I find engaging and colorful, and this is something that I really do love. Maybe not into color, but if you're into color and sepia tones, I highly recommend. Let's see what's going on here. So where Debbie better come through. No, it's vastly overrated. Let's see. Weird. What was weird? What was weird on set? What was going on? Done. Toil and trouble. Comes out of my witch's brew. Nine of Cups, Five of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles reversed. I know you guys can't see in the order they are. I pulled these three cards: the Nine of Cups, Five of Coins, the Five of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. Because I pulled this first, so I feel like the first movie, like in the beginning, like everything was like they bound to her, they can kind of bend to her needs on set. Kimberly J. Brown, like I'm just seeing that as like getting taken care of. Like just behind the chair, like in makeup, like like that's like the kind of vibe. It's just like she was like really, really happy, like being catered to, but she was like still on a leash. This is like the Five of Pentacles is like reverse. It's like you are waking up from abusive power. So in the second movie, she kind of like was seeing things that were happening, noticing them more, because she had been through it again, and she was like, why is everything like not different, but like more strict? Like there was like more, she felt like she was being ordered around more, when she was always being like that, but she was just younger and naive to it, so she didn't see it. But she started seeing it in the second movie. I pulled all the movies. The ones she was in. So yeah, that's when she started. The second movie was like she started looking out to these family sense. Like she got older. She did another movie. She was like, this is like things have changed, and it's just like her mind developed. Like, that's really. And then the Eight of Pentacles, the last movie, which That makes sense because that's like lack of. To me, that's like lack of funding, lack of care and creativeness, and like their movie is like. Let's be honest, it's set in the real world. It just has Halloweentown in the name. Um, so that makes sense. The only budget they used was to horribly CGI that purse. That Mary Poppins purse that became demonic. That coin purse that became demonic. It was a dinosaur. Okay? It was a dinosaur. And the Eight of Pentacles says that. It's like, Eight of Pentacles. Eight. Reverse is about following it through, but like when you're not, it's like when reverse, you're not following it through. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. You're not like rules are broken, the boundaries are broken. Like she just like from all sides. Like I'm sure she saw this behind the scenes, like creatives and stuff, like just being like, no, no, no. We're not taking the story further. We're just gonna have this one room, Halloweentown, that's like the courtroom, and that's it. Like that's the budget we're giving you. That's it. And especially for Kimberly Brown, it was like, this is my character. This is I want the story to grow. I want to expand. I want it to be like the historic like when colored people went to white school. Like that's like the kind of vibe. Is like I want the people of Halloweentown to. I'm sorry. I want the regular people, normal people, to go to Halloweentown. Like that's more interesting, isn't it? But no, it's just like, oh, we're in the real world because of budget reasons. Like they literally wrote around not giving money. Because again, I'm getting the pentacles are like here, and like the Nine of Cups is like kind of a money card. It can be like financial, like you're like I'm surrounded by wealth. That's more than Nine of Pentacles, but still, Nine of Cups is still like adjacent to that. Like that feeling of like we're in power, we're doing everything we need to, but then it's like you see through that facade. That like we threw all this money at it and at you and like presents, gifts, snacks, whatever it was. Like I don't know. I'm just seeing like what am I seeing, like fruit salad? I don't know, but like I'm just seeing like on set like they would give her like special treatment. Like there was just like this like give and take that she was like, oh yeah, this is really nice. They cut out the apples into pumpkins or whatever the fuck. Like I'm just seeing like shit like that where it's like we're catering to you and like making it fun and like I don't know, it's just but it's almost giving me like stranger danger vibes. It's like, well, we're giving you all this stuff, but we expect you to listen in return, you do this in return. And then when she was a child, she did, but like when she grew older and more mature, she was like, I don't want to do this. I don't feel comfortable doing this. I don't want to do this. Just with food, snacks, whatever the fuck it was. So she was being like, oh my goodness. She was like being bought with food. Me. But no, it's like, maybe it's a metaphor, but it's like, I just see like people rolling into the set and like giving her candy and like whatever, like to make her happy or like to surprise her with stuff like that and like just like turn her mind and shape her mind to think that like the things that they're doing are okay because they are sugarcoating it, literally. And it's not the culinary fault, it's the executives and the people above that are calculating and know what they're doing to keep them like in line and like appreciative of them when it's all just money. I think that she's not like, this is just about money. You're paying me in a different way, and I didn't know that when I was a child. Yeah, I don't know. That really hits for me. I don't know if that's like other child stars, but like she was like, you paid me with food. You paid my silence and my obedience with food. I don't know why that's coming through. That's really weird. I don't know how true that is. But again, it just seems like strange danger, like lollipop, even though like I'm an evil witch, like lollipop, and like, oh, like kalabar, it's like, like but the bad thing, like, Sophie, like, the bad thing, like, that's what it's like. It's like, I'm spurting it out of air, and it's all facade, it's all fake, it's not real. It's just to keep you in line and, make you shut up, and you can lick on that instead of talking above me or talking out of line. Yeah, she knew all that was happening. So let me pull on the fourth. Change. Channeling. So sorry for the interruption. Someone's at the door. So let's pull on the fourth movie. See what happens. I'll pull one card like that. Like, I don't know. I want to pull more on the situation. So like, let's do like 3. Kimberly, in the middle, executives. Okay, so Kimberly, the middle, and executive. Okay, so Kimberly is the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. She's caring, compassionate. I just feel like she was like really poured herself into this role. She really tried to help the creatives and like hear their, like have, she talked for them. She used like, her role as a star to say it like it is and tell the executives to back off, because then over here with the executives is the 10 of Pentacles, which is greedy, selfish. Like, I have it all. Like, I mean, it's not inherently greedy, selfish, but it's like I have it all. Like, this is just making me so much money because I'm cutting it so low. And then between them is the Ace of Pentacles, of her reversed, which is like ending of I want to say ending of a career choices, like kind of go to like career and stuff. So it's like, and the upright it's like beginning, but like it's reverse, it's like it's the end of something. It's the end of that. So it's like that's like what a wall is. Like the elder code is that wall. It's like you're either on this side or that side. You're on the creative side or you're on the executive. But no, I really see like in the 10 of Pentacles, like they because of the movie, it's Oz is like the ropes get released or whatever, and like I'm just seeing that like cutting cost is the rope. Like you're cutting the cost, and then you're soaring and you're above everyone else. You don't care. Like almost said bye bye. Like I mean that might be. It's so funny. It could be when he arrives, which is interesting. But like, I think it's for me that's the end. End of the movie where he leaves in the balloon. But yeah, I'm just saying like cutting cost, and then you're just like you don't care. Head in the clouds, you don't care. But she did. Knight of Cups, she cared. She really did. She didn't care about the process, the creative process. She was in the writing rooms, like, or in like revisions and stuff. She was like, I want this. I want like, Patrick Flags. I want this. She was really like gunning out for like more of Halloweentown and more magic. Like the original movie had. But she was just not her, and they just thought it best to cut her off, cut the ropes, to not deal with her opinions. They didn't like her opinions because they had to hear them. She made them learn. And then we have the Ace of Spears and the Knight of Pentacles. I pulled in energy confirmation. This is like in between Kimberly and the middle. This is executive between the middle and what's going on. So the Ace of Pentacles reversed here. So yeah, she was speaking out, and they just didn't like her opinions and that they were cutting, and they got to them. Because the Knight of Pentacles is like, not naive but arrogant. Um, so she was kind of attacking them with these words and opinions, um, and they kind of like got knocked off their high horse. Like they were like up in the air balloon, and then she like knocked them down. She was like, "What are you doing? Like, stop this! Like, be creative. Like, stop what you're fucking doing, and do the right thing. Um, let it be magic again. Why can't it be magic again? It's so easy to be magic and not money. You'll make money despite all that." It's like, Shirley was like bashing it over their heads, and their egos kind of got cracked a bit. You can't make an omelet without cracking a couple egos. And she was making a fucking ton of omelets on the set, like a ton. Now I want to get specifically into if she signed a contract, with Disney for the rights of like merchandise and stuff like that. I just want to get like variation on like how like in it was she with the franchise, like what it was like the or their contract signed by Disney specifically. This is what I pulled. I'm pulling Pentacles again. I'm pulling the Six of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles reversed. And I mean everything's reversed here, so that's not a great sign. But the Ten of Wands is like reversed. It's like a burden, and like this is a burden not worth having. Like, I think that's probably the executive's opinion there. I think that was. She was a burden not worth having. They didn't like her. They didn't like her opinions. They just did like shut up, and she won't shut up. So she didn't. She wasn't in the fourth movie. But Seven and the Six of Pentacles, which is interesting because the Six of Pentacles reversed. Six of Pentacles upright is like your family oriented, like you're sharing, you're being charitable, you're helpful, and the Seven of Pentacles upright is like you've done all the work, you just have to wait for it to grow. But here reversed, it's like you didn't do the work, you have to reap what you sow, and you're not putting in what you need, and so it's like going to shit, and they knew they had to change up something, and so I just asked her, like they were just like, oh, let's try a different angle, a different. Man, it was Eddie, it was, and it's light. She didn't know at all what was going to happen because of that. Because they cut it off, like so the Sound of Pentacles is like reverse is like, I'm cutting this off, I don't want to deal with this anymore, it's not worth it, I'm not going to do this anymore, I'm not going to let it grow, watch it grow, it's not growing. It could grow, don't grow, I'm not going to, I don't want to watch it grow, it's not worth it to me. Even though it can, come to fruition and be better, but no, they were like, kind of wants to like, I don't want this anymore, it's a burden, I don't want this. I don't want her opinions. I think there's like some funny business with the fucking contract or whatever she signed, because the Six of Pentacles reverse is like you're not charitable, you're not shady, you're not doing the right things. Like it kind of gives me the vibe like I'm just kind of like panhandling you and like shaking you for all your worth and just throwing you to the curb. tensions of the contract. So, first time I'm gonna. Oh, well, hold on. I'm gonna pull up the Ace of Swords. Okay. So I pulled, for clarification, I pulled the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Ace of Wands, Eight of Swords, and I'm just keeping this sword because this was Kimberly, so like I think that these two are really correlated. That she was like, she felt stuck, she felt like she didn't have any choice, but she kind of like stayed in her power, and she knew there's just kind of more going on, and she's like, she woke up to everything, right? Because upright, it's like victim of circumstances. You're not really like having an agency. You're kind of like staying somewhere because you just think that's like the safest thing for you, but it's not, because you're surrounded by swords. It's not safe, but you're just like, okay, I'm blind to this. I'm not going to see it for what it really is, and the predicament I'm really in. I'm just going to pretend it's not. But she kind of woke up to this mindset, and she knew that she couldn't lie anymore to herself. Like, so it was like a good thing that this happened, because she was like, I don't even think I want to pretend anymore, and like save face, and like just to have the same stuff happen again and just not be heard. But then the Ace of Wands is like, over here is like, maybe new beginnings, you know. Can be sometimes be sexual, homosexual nature. It's like also like creativity. Like Ace of Wands can very much be creativity, like new spark, new energy. And I pulled this for the contract, so I'm like thinking that like in the beginning she signed something when everything was bright and shiny and new, and she didn't know any better. And then it became like, I can't lie to myself anymore. I don't like how I'm used. I don't like how I'm marketed. I don't like how I'm sold, like cattle. Like I don't want to do this anymore. It's not worth it. It's not worth the accolades. It's not worth the fame. It's not worth the eyes on me. It's not worth anything to me anymore, because what I thought happened or could change or could be is gone. Like it's not going to happen. Like she tried everything she could, and she just was like, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to leave. I'm going to walk away. So honestly, the contract was just kind of confirmation to her. I'm sorry, the canceling of her on the role of the role was like confirmation to her of like, yeah, I'm so glad I don't have to lie anymore. I don't have to fake it. I don't have to save face for people and like the public, and like she was just like, I'm so glad like that was over, and it was kind of made for me, because I was already not wanting to do it or not wanting to keep it going because my heart wasn't in it anymore, because their hearts weren't in it. Yeah, that's really sad. I kind of want to pull on a cow, and I don't know his name, his actual name, but Cal from Kalabar's Revenge, and Kimberly came about a relationship. I just want to see what's up. They've been dating for years, they're married now. Is it Kimberly, Cal, and Andrew? Oh God! Oh no! Oh no, guys! Kimberly, Energy, and Cal. So, okay, this is Kimberly. 1, 2. She's a monkey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of Wands. And then the energy is like, okay, sorry, he's the hermit, Cal's the hermit, which is like really not good. If that's just like his energy, he might be going through something, but like the 4 cups in between them is like apathy and like disappointment, like not wanting to see the tree for the forest. So the forest of the tree, they see that, like it's like, I'm rusted, I'm not gonna do this. And that's it. The 4 of Cups kind of comes into the hermit, because this is the Tin Man, and the Sepitone's the real world, and this is him here. So I think there's like the energy here is like he is doing this, and it's rusting and corroding over to the relationship, and because he has apathy, restrictions, trauma, just like, and they kind of like highlight each other's trauma, but like because she's like more fire, and I guess she brings the water, and that's coming from him, those emotions, and he's just kind of like introspective and like in his own mind. The Hermit's like me, so like the Hermit is like a card I pull for me, and like I am very introspective and like introverted, and I really honestly cried about this card pulling out because I was like, oh, it's the Tin Man, like it's like you're resting, like these mindsets and like being in your mind can be helpful and like helpful for your healing, but like if you stay in them like I do, or like he does, you can corrode, rust, you don't, and you just stay in your own that mindset. Like you just kind of, because you're in your own mind, you don't have any other opinions around you. When you exclude yourself from everybody, then there's no one like telling you like reality. Even if they are, like if you shut them out and like I do, like he does, then it can be really bad, and it's being bad, like it's causing issues in their relationship. Because she's passionate, fiery, can be angry at times, but he's like kind of colder, reserved, more reserved. But also like yin yang, and like opposites attract. But I just see this like bubbling up to the surface, and like emotions running high, and like he's extremely sad, and she gets extremely angry, because he's like not moving and not changing. Like I just think there's like no compromise happening here. Like, again, opposites attract. These are opposites, but like they're not compromising for each other, because this is in the middle of them. This is like, we're here because we're married. We're here because we're engaged. Like, we're here because this is what people say. This is what it's like. That there's like problems, but I just think there's like they don't like rise to each other. They're kind of like battling it out energetically. A push and pull that's like not healthy, I would say. But let me get clarification on that. Tower. And the Ten of Cups reversed. Okay, I pulled the Tower first. Tower. And the Ten of Cups reversed. So, for clarification, here it is reaffirmed. I pulled the Tower, which is like destruction, and I see that I see the turmoil, like those cards before, turmoil, like they're not compromising, they're just kind of like saying their opinions and not being heard by each other. They're just kind of revolving around each other, and it looks like love, it acts like love, but it's not love, because they're not hearing each other, and they're making it a tornado. It's becoming, I think tornadoes are that, they're like heat and cold, like together at a certain point. Like that's what I'm saying. It's like just like this is a tornado becoming a tornado because no one's listening to each other, and we're being uprooted. Because we think there's no place like home. There's no other place, but there is. There is more. There's ascension. Anyways, the Ten of Cups reversed is. Because upright, it's happily ever after. And again, it's the water, it's the Tin Man. He's happy about his having a heart. Gal doesn't have a heart. Like Gal doesn't. Or like I don't like like not that you don't have a heart, but like you just don't like you're tapped into your emotions too much, and it's corroding, rusting. It's when you're too emotionally and unstable, and you're not. Both of them are unstable in different ways. Like she's passionate, and he's like I'm just emotional, like completely emotional. Mess sometimes, and like they both need a rock, but they're not both rocks when they need them. Like he could be a rock sometimes, but like he's always a rock when she's upset at him for not moving, and then she's always upset at him for I'm sorry. And then he thinks that she cannot be a rock. Which she's always angry then. Like she's always like upset then. That just kind of like miscorrelate. It's gonna be the last 5 years. Have you ever seen that movie or like listen to that show? It's like they're kind of like on just separate paths. Like they're not even like they're together, but they're not like together like energetically. They're just like they're just not. They're not. And then I don't know if it's like karmic or whatever. Like they just need to like see things about each other, like and adapt and grow together. But like it's not really like a we're in love. It's not. That's not what it is. It's like we need to teach each other things and like how to give and take and like all that stuff. Yeah, the 10 cans reversed is just unhappy, not happily ever after. Like I'm not getting what I need because like usually like the 10 of cups is like a family or whatever. So like reverse is just like we're not like we don't have a future together. Like this is like no, we don't have a future together. Like we have the present, we have the now, we have the together now right now, but there's just not a future here, and that's like predestined. Like we have choices in life, but like this is the time where, and they could stay together and be miserable, but like this is like we have to learn from each other, from our toxic traits and thinking certain things about the world and be proven wrong by this relationship, this truth. It's not love, it's truth. This is like truth. It's just like we have to like not work these kinks out, but like iron out for a new suit, iron out for a new day, iron out for a Sunday clothes or whatever. Like you're ironing out the kinks for like a new opportunity, new things. Like it's not about them being together. It's about where they go from here. So I think that's kind of positive. You know, I'm not. Yeah, that was interesting. I'm so sorry. I'm gay, and I am gay. I want to know if Cal is bi. Verification. Parentheticals. I'll bring it over. Parentheticals is like reversed as like I'm sorry, it's reversed. Sorry, yeah. Right, this is like cooperation and working together. Reverse, this is like I'm getting because this is 3 boys, right? Like this card is literally. I think it is always boys, but anyways, not like with like men or whatever. But this is and it's like hard work or whatever. But no, this is 3 boys, and I'm just getting this like I for career, for press, for my like my persona, people that I talk to for family reasons, like this is something I don't want to show or don't want to, because this could have happened when he was younger or whatever. He could have had experiences when he was younger with young boys or whatever, or feelings about young boys. He just kind of is like, I repeat this. I don't want to think about those things or know those things. No one knows this. I don't want anyone to know this. Because they're my career. Or my pride in my family. Because Pentacles is like reality. It's kind of like the what is physical. Like it can literally be like someone's appearance. Like it doesn't have to be money. Like it can be about career, but it's also like the physical space, physical world. Things that are grounded and real. This is like Earth. But yeah, it's like, but it can come back around to being like appearance. So I'm looking at this and being like, I don't want anyone to know who I was or who I am. I think it's like maybe a mixture of both, but with the boys, I'm like who I was. I don't want anyone to know that like. And I feel like he's cut off these friends he knew, but he did. That's also like everybody's been gay once, but I just see like him being so um, not willing to let this information out, which is like, I don't even know if Kimberly knows. I'm gonna be honest. This seems like something he just like doesn't want to say. Which, because he's so emotional, so I'm wondering why. Maybe he just shuts himself in, like the hermit, like you isolate, but you're so emotional. Like that's a double. Like, goddamn, that's really bad. I don't do that. I mean, I do it to like people outside, but like people in my life, I definitely tell them like, well, what's going on, what's wrong. Like I don't like this is like internalizing it, and you're not saying anything to anyone because you're just so embarrassed. You just think this is just so like taboo when like everyone has these experiences. Like it's all about learning about them. Clarification again. I'm so sorry. The page of Pentacle. The page of Pentacle. So again, this is Paige is like child, like naive and innocent young. So yeah, when he was younger, he did some things. That's what I'm seeing. Because he was attractive. Like, Pentacles is like I get physical like Pentacles can be physical attractiveness because it's like physical appearance. Pentacles can be physical appearance. So I'm seeing him like just like physically attracted to other boys and stuff. Yeah. But if he did anything, Queen of Spears, all talk. Queen of Swords. Swords is like talking. Speech conversation. So I think like, or he had like a girlfriend who was a wicked witch, like a girlfriend who like was like nipping this in the bud. Like what the fuck? Like some sort of comment he made about him or they made to him. Like she was like, ew, what the fuck? Like, yeah, it might be a mother. It might be this like instilling of like. It doesn't have to be feminine energy as a queen, but. This can be someone in his life who just like rebuked this, like knew he had these thoughts, and like maybe his friends said things to him, or he said things about his friends, which is this person, but this person did not like that. Like there was just like it could be a girlfriend, mother, whatever. Like the people in his life that like he listened to, and he was just like, okay, I'm gonna not let this. Like, this person was very manipulative and, like, got in his head. And was like, you can't do this, you can't do that. And he just kind of listened to their conditioning. Yeah, it could be a fucking crazy girlfriend, but, like... but this also happened when they're younger, so maybe it was, like, a parent. But something here happened where, like... Don't talk about it. Like, this isn't, like, normal. Oh yeah, I kind of want to know like how they first met. I don't know if I'm gonna get anything, but like I just want to like, cause I imagine they met at the Halloween like, cons or whatever. But I just want to see Halloweentown cons. So Kimberly, and meet up. So I got the boys Queen and 12. Then we have the High Priestess in between that, and then Cal is the Knight of Swords. That's interesting because I've never pulled these two together. This is Queen of Pentacles, but like it's Glinda. So like Glinda is the High Priestess. So it's like there's this like correlation of I'm almost saying like she made the first move, or like because like this is the High Priestess is like communication, and like together it's also like can be manipulation. Like I see even like Wicked, like Linda's like she's kind of not telling the truth always. She's kind of like saying she is. So I kind of get like a little tricky, a little prank, a little like oh haha, like oop, I dropped my pen, like. And I'm kneeling down, like, I'm doing the bend and snap. The bend and snap. Like, that's what I'm seeing her do. I'm seeing her be Glinda and just... you know the Thank You Next video? Where, like, Ariana's like bending stuff. That's what I'm seeing. Is like Glinda, like Ariana as Glinda is like being like bend and snap. Like that's what I'm seeing. It's like that's how they met. It's like she kind of like contrived a situation where he would notice her. That's funny. But yeah, I'm just seeing that because it's carrying over. You know, I'm seeing this like she initiated, um, which is interesting. And then here's the Knight of Swords. Sorry, Knight of Swords. Um, so again, that almost like reads cold, like, but also like in control, and she kind of, I don't know, she liked that he was like in control, master of his own universe, like, and he is, but like, it's hard to get in that universe, you know. It's hard to get in Oz. It's hard to get out of the dark forest, you know. Like, that's the vibe here. It's like, and he's throwing apples. So like, I'm just, I just see him kind of being a little mean to her. Like they're kind of like, you know, bantering between them. Like, you know, they're kind of like, again, opposites attract. Like they kind of like, they were like the mean, but they were definitely like ribbing each other, slight ribbing with the Knight of Swords here. It's like macho. I'm this and that, and you're cute. You're cutesy. You're bend and snap. Like you're just a cutesy girl, and like what is this? But they match each other because they were polar opposites. He was just like, I'm not talking. I'm not shy reserved, and she was just outgoing in a ball gown, just completely like, I don't care. I'm in my own bubble. I'm pop. Bend and pop. Bend and pop. Like. What's up, see? Well, yeah, I've never pulled these two together. Like, this is just a moment. Like, it's so funny to me. But then it's not. Like, bend and pop, bitch. Like, and he was indifferent to it at first. But he eventually came around. Okay, I don't know if there's, like, more to know. I just want clarification or confirmation on this. Like, speaking about those, was it really like Kimberly did Brown and her relationship with food on set and the energy in between? Okay, so this is Kimberly. She's Empress of Earth. Energy in between and the relationship with food on set. So this is like, the Empress verse is like, you're not like seeing the truth. You're not feeling with your emotions. You're kind of shutting them off, like shut off that valve. You're just kind of shutting off that valve and not letting like any emotions show. And like, she's not cold, but she's like, I have to protect me and myself. Like, it's coming out. I was like, I had to protect myself from this and not get attached again like I did when I was younger. Like, she just kind of like woke up and didn't get close again to these people who were giving her lollipops like Calabar. Like, that's what I see. But the food info, like this food on set is the Ten of Swords, which is a betrayal, backstab and betrayal. Again, she woke up to this, and I also just see this as a bombardment. Like, I just see this, like, again, like I said, like this, like, I'm showering you with all these praise and these gifts, but little do you know my intentions are to harm you. Like, that's what I'm getting. I'm so sorry. But she was young. She was a lion and a cub, you know. But she became a lion. She hardened herself to not. But in between is the King of Wands, which for me is like, in between is like, the King is like, you're in power, you're in control, you're ruling, which makes me think that in the industry here is the King, you know. But then the Wands is like, this is energy, this is the compassion, this is This is stuff I had to shut off. I had to get cold, which is why the king is the most mature. The most mature and the most like kind of reserved, but still like feisty and fiery and like demanding, like the industry was. But for Kimberly, but it's also about like being in control of those, even though you're not, but like you're still like the one in power, even though you're not completely in control of your emotions. Um, that's what I'm saying. I'm kind of seeing like because Empress is like upright is like you're in control of your emotions. Like, reverse is like you're not in control of your emotions. You're too much or you're too little. Stifling something, and this is like you kind of the same vibe. Like like this is emotion sadness. This is like in cutting off this trauma, and like this is like I'm getting angry and feisty, and I think that's like where this trauma came from with the because I pulled before. I think it was Ace of Wands for her or something like the energy between is like Ace of Wands are with her. I think this fireness and this anger came from this trauma here of cutting off emotions and not feeling it at all so that I feel safe in my little bubble, my little blended bubble. But little do I not want to remember that these people ruled me and I had to listen, or I listened obediently, and I just don't do that anymore, and I try to disassociate from it. From like, I hear her saying, I want to disassociate from Marnie, the character, and then like me as a person. Like not even like being an actor. She's just like I just want to like Marnie's one person, and then I'm. Like, that could be a metaphor. Like I think she's just saying like I'm a character, and then I'm me. Like she had to like compartmentalize something because she just didn't want to believe these intentions and believe that it was true and that she was used. Yeah. Clarification. Nine of Wands, reverse, of course. Yeah, the Nine of Wands is reversed. Nine of Wands upright is like you don't know what you're getting into. Reverse is like you want to escape this, what you're into, and like like what's out there and like what happened, but you're still running away from it. You're like I'm not gonna deal with this. It's reading to me. It's like the Nine of Wands upright is like you're getting on someone's territory, walking in on something that you don't know about. And this was probably her in the beginning, but it has become I now know, and I don't want to go back there, and I don't want to think about it. Because I was so powerless, and I blame myself for a lot of the things that happened. Which is because I didn't have my own self-love at the time. And I feel like again, I'm just getting the Eight of Swords reversed back again. I remember it's Eight of Swords reversed, and it's that was like she was a victim. Like I'm sorry, it's she didn't have much agency, because the contract, they kind of kicked her out without, like she didn't make the choice to leave. It was kind of made for her, and so the Eight of Swords was like I didn't have agency in my own growth and my own recovery from this, and she really blames herself for that. She's like I didn't choose to be better. It kind of was chosen for me, and she's just kind of like they took my power away at the last second too. Like they didn't even give me the dignity to wake up and walk away. They were like, they just push her out before she could even like recover and like heal those wounds and do it for herself. And she really blames herself for that, and I can get that. But like, whoa, That's great. She kind of blames herself because that's not conductive and like true, but like that's what she thinks. This is a lot. This was a lot. I had so many questions. Oh my god, and I don't know if I got answers. I think I got more questions. I just got sad. I got depressed. Like, oh my god. Ugh. Even like the relationship is like, you know, they're gonna do better and like maybe find equal footing. But right now it's like they're just like eroding each other. It's not love. It's growth, but it's not love. It's like being in school, like high school sweethearts. It's like being in school and you're just being taught something. It's like that's what their relationship is. It's like you're being taught these things to find it in yourself and find it in another healthy dynamic. Happy Halloweentown. I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't expect. I expected like the industry to be bad, but I didn't expect like literally like Trickster, Strange Danger, Lollipop, Kalabar. Like, I didn't expect that to come out. That is really weird. I almost want to know if like Kimberly J. Brown was like given the prop of the I'm sure they made like more of those lollipops, you know, or like had them on set, and I just like see her getting the most lollipops. I mean, that could be a metaphor. I'm just seeing her like being favored, being showered on, like, being adored, being put on a pedestal, and she kind of woke up to like what it was making her become. She didn't like that. So she refused and she adapted to not fall into that and that level of like fame or whatever. She was like, I'm not gonna fall into this thing. Caring about myself and like minding to being validated by everyone around me. I was like, I'm a god, you know. She was like, I'm not. That's not who I am. That's not what I'm gonna be. So yeah, I think that's. I don't know, it's interesting. It's not what I thought. But I mean, it's all there. Like, I don't know what happened. The metaphors I'm getting are kind of alluding to some shit. Bye, loves. Thanks for tuning in on Channeling